this video, we move to 3.02 within the class diagram after we use the last video to declare the elements within this type of diagram. We will discuss about the relationship. So normally as a graph, you need to focus on two types of the element. One is the element. We put that is always from the graph perspective, that is the node. Then you need to talk about or think about the relationship between the node. Within the classes, we put that is between the element. So we have understand this from last video. There's a numbers of the element type. One of the basic one is this class, because this is the class diagram, and we use this and as our sample, and we introduce three types of the relation. First is the extension relation, second is the composition, and aggregation. And also you have the relation just as a link and without arrow, so that is you can treat that as the most weak relation is association. So you can have the dashed line or the solid line. So extension, composition, and aggregation. So we will learn how you can draw from one element to another element using the three quick sample. So let's go to our guide is to create that. So if you come to, before we go to that, is the detail is if you come to our GitHub, now we have the number 3 folder appears. So that is the ski class diagram, and within that is you direct go to this first subfolder. I will try to group is every 10 sections we are putting in one subfolder, so that you don't have a quite long list in GitHub site. But in the my local code is I already have the empty folder from 11 to 20, 21st to 30. So gradually, so you will see that from this GitHub. So you can clone or you can fork. Then you can use those as the source code and the reference diagram. So I keep working on this, and let me create this 03. Switch to English. 021 star UML and UML. So let's put this roughly equally, and we don't need to see that. So first is let's try to familiar the notation symbol. So for extension, it's like there's a big empty arrow. So that is still draw based on our less than symbol with our pipeline symbol with a double dash. So we will test this if we have a triple dash or more dash. It's just the same as the last the diagram use case diagram, whether they can control the lines. I will put that in the testing. And the composition is the use this star, the symbol. Then you have this one. Aggregation is use a small o. Then this you have this diamond with empty inside. This is just the solid diamond. So actually, it's when you learn the other the modeling language, you may see some of the relationship may appear in the multiple the language. Like is the composition, aggregation are two important connection or the relations within Archimate modeling language as well. But Archimate doesn't call the first one as the extension, but they can be the specialization. So you may see in the different standard, different the approach to use those relationship. But back to our class diagram, we will keep those relationship not so complicated. if you learn later Archimate, they can more than 20 or nearly 20 different relationships. It's quite comprehensive that is used to describe enterprise architecture. But for the class, we know it's coming from the software development process. So normally it's from class to individual, class to the actual the instance using extension, using composition, aggregation can fulfill most of the use case. So we're starting from these three until we see we need to embed some other elements and the relationship to our this diagram usage. So it is possible to replace dash by two period to have the dot. So dot is like this way. Knowing those rules, it's possible to draw the following drawing. So let's do this first one. So we have the class 01. So that is when we put this class 01, we don't have that the definition. So we don't use our like class keywords. So it's not directly draw that. But if you ignore this keyword and you use these class diagrams specific this kind of the relation, and you point that to another you want to do the class 2, then they will be interpreted as a way that you want to draw our class diagram. So when you learn more and more the diagram type, you can manage is and understand is on which level PlantUML can automatically guess that this is this type diagram. On which level is they may have the the multiple choice, then they will popping up the arrow and waiting you give more the specified the information. So that is the thing is for our case is because we use those specific type of the relation. So PlantUML is already can comfortably guess this is our class this diagram. So it's no this confusing. So we can just use this continue. So use a star with a double hyphen. Then that is our this composition. So composition is not, this diagram is not so big, so it's 5. And then we use this O and 06. And then class 07, we mentioned this, we can change those to period, but if we don't use the head of the arrow, we just use this dot dot, we will get his dotted line. So, and class 9 hyphen hyphen. So if you don't put that, is you see the arrow. But remember, is when I have a dot dot, actually they explain that to another type of the diagram. So that is the way is now is getting the confusing when guess. So you need to give another the class, then it's they will try to define this is the class diagram. So these are 5 the way that we make that the relationship showing. Then is and let me copy that to 2. Then what we will do is you can see here we can change this one to dot dot. Let's just keep this 01, 02. So now you see here is dot dot, and we can also change direction. But if you don't have this pipe then that's just our normal arrow. So you can also draw a class with those normal arrow. But that is interesting is because you have the left is our name, right is the name. So you are putting that as our class, this diagram. So that is very smart for PlantUML. So you can put here, so like this, and also you can put this pipe with our right angle. Then you get this one. And last one is I put is the star, and this part is with angle. Then you will get our diamond composition and with our arrow. And you can also put our pipe. Then you will get this the extension. So that is the second one. So, but let me back to the first one. So let's see, try to see if I have a triple hyphen. It is useful. So that is really useful. So if I have this 4 hyphen, it is getting longer. So yes. But if I have 1 hyphen, that is the putting is the same as what we did on the use case diagram. So 1 hyphen is get shorter, but this shorter also change the direction. So now it's getting this direction. But let's see, so whether I can put this left to right direction. Then I can convert that to the 90%, and this 3, 4 is now from the default horizontal to this vertical. So you can see what you have learned in the earlier the diagram in use case part is still valid for helping you to arrange those diagrams drawing. So let's copy now is go to this number 3 sample. So this number 3, we will test something more than this what we learned here. So using this pound, so with a hyphen, so you can see now you get our the square. So that is one interesting part. Secondly is x. So I have x. So I wrongly type is a capital X, so they are not recognized, but the small x will be our this cross. So like is the destroy the syntax we did in the sequence this diagram. Now is let's have our this curly the square. So you can see it's like this one. Shall I have our this? Now it's a 2. Now is if I have like this, it's not change. So you must have this curly braces. This middle is to this dot or a period or dash. You should not make that in the vice versa. And for this round and also our cross in the middle is actually is used the plus sign. So you can see here it's changed on this. And the last is we also have this like this. So you can see. So I cannot distinguish this with the this pipe plus the right arrow. So you can use either way. So I put this 5 as well to show you is you can compare and you can choose which comfortable you can use on connection between these classes. So if I back to here is if I don't want make the difference, so let me see is I put the email. So maybe I put our ENUN is the class 10. So let's see whether what that means. Then class 10 now is treated as email, but rest of the those entities or elements are treated as the default class. So that is the ways you can also manage the entities or elements you are using. So with that is I hope is you have some tangible feeling about the relations between classes. And the next video we will talking about the label. So adding label and also adding those labels on the middle, in the middle or on the different the edge. So let's see in the next video. Bye for now.